I've got a problem. I just throw my keys and my wallet wherever. And then when I'm in a rush, I forget where they are. And it wastes a lot of time where I have to find them. I've decided I want to make a catch-all for them, which it's basically a bowl, but it's a place where I can keep my keys in my wallet so that it will save me time when I'm in a rush or when I have to go somewhere that I know that they're going to be there. And I've decided I want to use concrete instead of plastic because concrete is heavier and it'll add to the aesthetic of the catch-all that I'm trying to make. Plastic is a little more flexible and a little more lightweight. So I'm going to make this catch-all by first printing it in plastic with my 3D printer. And then I'm going to make a mold out of it with silicone. And then I'm going to pour the concrete in the silicone mold. And that's how I'm going to make the concrete catch-all.
Right into designing the catch-all. I'm using an open source CAD called FreeCAD. I will link it below.
The catch-all is done, but in this case it's catch keys and catch wallet. So I got my wooden box, got some duct tape. I'm going to tape along the corners in order to keep it sealed. It taped inside. So next we're going to hot glue this into the bottom. It's lathered up. I'm going to eyeball it in the middle, press down. Now it's in the middle, it's stuck. Gonna let that cool, and then we're gonna pour water in here to find how much silicone we need. All right, it's probably cooled enough. I can pick it up. You also get to see if our box is not gonna leak. That's probably good enough. You can see that it's covered in water. Did leak a little bit, but I'm gonna put some tape on the outsides to hopefully not let it leak. And it looks like we're gonna need about 48 ounces. Got part A and part B. Let's mix them together, a 1-to-1 ratio. Let's take my stir stick, mix it around, get each of them nicely, evenly mixed. Now that the silicone's pretty evenly mixed, it's poured on our mold. Now we gotta wait 4 to 6 hours for this to cure.
Many hours later.
All right, silicone's fully cured. Left it overnight. I'm gonna peel it away from the walls and then break this thing apart. Third and fourth. All right, perfect. Look at that. Let's just make this hole a little bit nicer. Got the concrete. Gonna throw it in the bucket. Got the water, gonna pour it in there. Let's go in some cooking oil. All right, let's pour it in. All right, let's let it dry. Concrete's done. Hard as a rock. Let's demold it. The bottom didn't dry perfectly level, but I have a way of fixing that. Got sandpaper and a file, so let's sand this off. Let's make it a little more level. Sanded it down pretty good. I got most of the layer lines out, and I'm just gonna let it cure for a little bit longer, and then we'll seal it. It was molded. It was cast. Let's get ready to seal. With some polyurethane. And here is the concrete catch-all, all done. Pretty solid, pretty heavy, sits pretty well, and holds the keys and the wallet perfectly. Look at that. I absolutely love my catch-all, but there's a couple things I would do different. First off, I'd make the dish deeper. I'd also make it wider, and I'd make it a little bit thinner too. If I were to do a catch-all again, those are the changes I'd make. But otherwise, it works perfectly. Exactly what I needed. So now I can save time when I'm in a rush or when I'm late somewhere.